starts now.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Don Nelson. We begin tonight with the traffic alert. A left lane is now open after a crash completely blocked eastbound lanes on I-84 at milepost 10 near Payette about an hour ago. Traffic had been diverted at milepost 3 and 9. If you're headed that way soon, it may be easier to use an alternate route. Now to our other top story at 10 o'clock. The president's partial government shutdown will hopefully be fixed long before fire season hits the Gem State, but some are already raising concerns that the shutdown's effects could be felt when the fires inevitably arrive. 6 on Your Side's Anna Silver joins us live in studio to explain why some in the firefighting world are sounding the alarm.
Don, preparation for wildfire season begins well before any firefighting efforts begin. Training, recertification, and inspections all have to occur to get on the front lines. But the government shutdown has some contractors concerned on how those processes could go on.
Region 4, we're one of the busiest, smokiest, nastiest regions in the U.S., as far as wildfires. Wildland
firefighter contractors rely on previous fire season statistics to prepare for the upcoming year. But with the government shutdown, Alex Schaefer, a wildland firefighting contractor, says that information isn't available right now, which could create vulnerabilities in firefighting efforts in the coming year.
For some of the stuff, you can't get the materials so much. You can't go to NIFC to the warehouse and order stuff. Any changes in curriculum, we don't see any of that stuff, and the people that we normally talk to pre-season just aren't available to give a call to.
And John Hoxie, the owner of Red Truck Wildfire, says the shutdown has potential to affect his company's hiring process.
New hires, there's a lot of high school graduates, from this summer that usually get picked up for firefighting, and they're wondering if they should go to welding class instead of firefighter class or something.
He says he needs to turn in packets on new employees in March, a deadline the shutdown will make difficult to make.
Well, now if we're turning them in March and they're backed up 6 weeks, now we're well into the fire season before we get those new employees validated and back to us to be able to use them on the fire line.
All first-year firefighters must go through an initial training.
The only class I know of for anybody in the Boise area to do that initial first-year firefighter training is in Ontario at TVCC.
Hoxie says when it comes to getting ready for fire season, more time to prepare is always better than less time.
We should be on it right now. Everybody should be working. We should be getting ready. Nobody wants to have a valley full of smoke like we have in the past, and every day that the government's not working is a day that they're behind on top of their regular work that they'll have to do, assuming they come back at some point. It's frustrating.
Hoxie also says the shutdown is putting a hold on inspections of his equipment, which could also affect his business. Live in studio, Anna Silver, 6 on Your Side.